Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Advancement Center. Welcome to the world of magic and miracles, the industry of magic and miracles, and my friend Hypersonic Magic. It's another special moment to be here today with you. So sit back and relax and feel the new flow that is riding along the words that I'm delivering. You don't have to remember the words, for they are the carrier of the new flow and the new vibration. The words will point you to where you need to go. But again, feel the flow. It's brand new. We've been here for trillions of years in different forms, many times on this planet. We've been a tree, a dog, a dolphin, and had many different incarnations as a human. We've been everything in every time, for our true being is infinite. We have healed ourselves from cancer, repaired our eyes and ears so that we can hear and see. We've delivered financial security to millions, and we've given harmony, balance, peace, and joy to all life everywhere. And all that we did yesterday. Just imagine what we've done over trillions of years. We are gifted with many abilities, but it is more like we have within our nature the inherent nature of the Creator. And as we discover more of that truth about ourselves, we are able to use more of those inherent abilities. It's like a little baby discovering their hands and toes. All of a sudden, they begin to understand the nature of their bodies and start to use the natural inherent abilities that already exist within those hands and toes. We are doing the same. We are discovering that this world and the universe is like a piece of clay. And within that discovery lies our inherent nature to shape it, to bend it, to mold it. This is where I am now living. And this is what I am now feeling and knowing. This whole life and universe is but a toy to play with that our Creator created for us to discover. Once you discover this truth, play with it, mold it, bend it, and shape it. For within you is the inherent ability to do exactly what your Creator has done. Do not let a simple toy, a baby's rattle, disturb you from seeing who you are. Come live in the world that I am pointing you to, if you choose. But most importantly, Don't let any toy bring you down. And know, as always, we have only just begun. I'm not gonna sing the blues, 'cause I don't wanna cry. I only wanna be as free as the skies. Don't let anyone bring you down. Say what you wanna say, but I've got it right. And I aim to feel this good the rest of my life. Can't let anyone bring me down. So hey, look at me. I want everyone to see how happy our lives could be, how happy we could be, really be. That's what I'm doing here, singing my song. I just want to make you see what you knew all along. Don't let anyone bring you down. Say what you want to say, but I've got it right. And I aim to feel this good the rest of my life. Can't let any toy bring me down. You'll start to manipulate everything through your hands, moving the energy and matter. As I drove by trees this morning, I spoke to them. I took my hands and I bended them towards me as I bended towards them. I felt the universe within my hands. This is called Can't See the Forest for the Trees. 7.999 billion trees. We can't see the forest for the trees. The world that we want, the world that we desire for ourselves, the world that we brought with us from our origin is here. And so is the world that everyone else has brought with them. The world of joy, peace, harmony, love, abundance, nature, freedom, harmony, and happiness. Also the world of success, riches, wealth, position, standards, comparing, competing, judgment, hate, problems, fear, and so much more. All these worlds are here. There are 8 billion worlds here. They are all chosen and all desired and created for a reason that only the one who created them can know. We have always had the free will and the choice to create the world we want for ourselves, and there is always a purpose that only we know, something that no one can know but you. So the only problem that has ever existed in the history of life in this physical dimension is the reaction to someone else's world. Let me say that again. The only problem that has ever existed in the history of life in this physical dimension is the reaction to someone else's world. It's just that simple. Your world is here. You just have to see it through the trees. No one else has your world. No one else knows your world, and no one else will see your world as clearly as you do. The hope is that everyone will allow you to live in your world without reaction to it. But that is not within our control. You cannot force anyone to see your world, to love your world, to think that your world is the perfect world. That will never happen because 7.999 billion people are not interested in bringing your world here. They are only interested in bringing their own. This is the greatest awareness that you can ever come to know. It is the great secret of being a human and enjoying your life. You must see your own world everywhere, in everything, in every time, and know that it is not coming, but that it is here now. For then and only then will you have found that which you have been seeking all your life to find. You will find you. There may be moments when it appears that someone else has control over your happiness, but no one ever has, and no one ever could, and no one ever will. Only you can prevent forest fires, as the commercial used to say. Only you can prevent your own happiness. Every circumstance in this human experience can be accompanied by a reaction. So the question is, what is your reaction to your body hurting? What is your reaction to you being short of funds? What is your reaction to car troubles, to internet problems, to bad cell reception, to fill in the blank of every circumstance that enters your life? Simply ask yourself, what is your reaction? Did you order this circumstance for yourself? Did you order it to transcend it, to overcome it, to move past something that you've not been able to move past in another lifetime? Or are you standing in the place where you didn't order it because you came to show people that they can transcend it? Or does it have nothing to do with you and is just passing by? Or some other possibility that I did not mention? Which is it? Only you know which one it is. If you came to show people there's another way, you already are one who is leading the way to the future. And if you came to surpass it because you couldn't surpass it in another lifetime, now is the time to surpass it. You got this. You can do this. If you came to transcend the circumstances of life and the reaction to them, something that you could not transcend in a previous lifetime, that is not a problem. For there is patience directly from your Creator, giving you all the time you need within your sovereign free choice to come to the place where you will transcend and overcome every reaction and live by magic and miracles and hypersonic magic. It's just that when the circumstances of this physical life are so challenging, we can't seem to see the forest for the trees. And it becomes natural to link the presence of our world being here or not being here to our personal conditions. This thinking makes the arrival of your world conditional, which means once again that we are basing our happiness on 7.999 billion people's choices. Those people will never conform to your perfect world because they have their own. The only thing that we can truly help ourselves and others with is the reaction to other people's world and their reaction to ours. Your world is the world of your origin, the world that you have envisioned and the world that you have created. If you can tell somebody or even yourself what that world looks like and feels like, it is here. Simply put, if you are here on this planet, your world is here on this planet because your world is inside you and all around you. It just can't be seen for the trees. The trees are the circumstances of life in other people's worlds that keep you from seeing the forest, which is your world. And when you look at those circumstances, the trees, you think the forest is not there. It wasn't said that you can't see the forest because it's not there, and therefore there are only trees there. On the contrary, that statement is saying the forest is there, your world is there. You are just focusing on the trees. You think that one day in the future, everyone will see your world and leave their world behind. That will not happen. It cannot happen because of those 7.999 billion others who have chosen to have a different experience than you. As long as someone wants to experience a world with all the old programs and systems, that world will exist, and that will be their world. The downfall of all the great advanced civilizations that have been spoken about here on this planet, like Atlantis and Lemuria, have been attributed to wanting to make another group of people see their way as the right way, and therefore the only way. This is the founding principle of religion, all done with what is claimed to be for the benefit of all. Instead, it hides the underlying desire for power through control. These things do not exist in your world, but if they do, you must desire that they don't. For if they exist in your world will also experience its downfall. And if they don't, it will be impossible for your world to ever be destroyed. There's a nature within all beings that have chosen to enter the physical world of matter that is drawn to the desire to have this power and control. It is within all of us. So we are they, and those that need to change to make the world a better place are us. Whether we came here to overcome this urge in us to control and be powerful, or we came here to experience having control and power, or we came here to bring it into the light so that those who are truly trying to transcend it can move forward. It is all within our free will and choice. But know that the nature will exist, that nature will exist wherever there is a physical manifestation of matter, wherever there are needs of the body and a physical component to survive. So your world that you have been given, that is grand and beautiful, must live right next to the other 7.999 billion other worlds. And in spite of the presence of those other worlds of matter, you must know without a doubt that yours is here and that it exists independently of all other worlds, meaning that it does not require any other world to adhere to your world and its standards of magnificence, even if, like the religions, you think that it is the best for everyone. As we go through our own personal growth, we forget to acknowledge and be aware of the world that has been placed in us to bring to this planet, and that is unconditionally transmitted wherever we go without doing a thing. Its presence is not based on what we think of ourselves or the things that we are still trying to overcome. It's implanted in you, its implanting in you is far beyond that logical thinking of the brain. So unless we are in that still, quiet place where we move to the right hand of our Creator outside of time and space, judge ourselves and the worlds around us, mostly the worlds around us, for delaying the arrival of the world that was planted in us, the world that is already here. The world that was planted in you when you came to earth is actually on earth, simply because you are on earth. And yes, your personal journey and what you are overcoming is a part of that world, but have no doubt that has very little influence, if any at all, on what is delivered from you when you walk into a room full of people. The essence and vibration that was planted in you is a world, a universe unto itself, and it is a gift to the world that nothing and no one can prevent from being here. It was seen and felt when, as that newborn child, you were held in your mother's arms. An amazing essence emanated from you, and your parents could feel a presence that could clearly be seen. They could see the unique impact and influence that this little one would have on the world. You are that same little one. And only the trees have stopped you from seeing the forest that you've always been and that you always are. The trees will always be there. Your job is to see the forest for the trees. That is how you uplift humanity. When you see the forest, which is your world, and you see it everywhere and in everything, you assist the trees. Those who are not yet able to see the beauty of their own world that is everywhere and in everything because of the other trees. It's always tricky to try to grasp the fact that something is here and yet can still be coming. I think the best example I can share for that is that you were born into the world, so you were here, but you were also growing and evolving into a man or a woman over many years. So in effect, you are here, but there's an aspect of you that is still coming. That is the reality and the picture of those two things that would seem not to be able to go together, yet they are fully connected, and it makes perfect sense. From today forward, we must no longer say that the world that we brought with us is coming. We can say that someone's ability to see it may be coming, but we must know, live, and transmit that it is here now, and it can be seen everywhere. Look over there. There it is. Look over there. There it is. It's the only world I see. And by God, it's here. No matter what the other 7.99 billion people have decided to experience, for my world is here. Mine is here. And there is nothing you can do to make me not see it. And there is nothing you can do to make me react to you not seeing it. You are sovereign, and you are a facet of the one diamond just like me. You are a unique flavor of ice cream that you are choosing to express, and that is your world, and that is your choice. We are a part of each other. I love you, and I do not need you to do anything to make me happy. I do not need you to behave in a certain way or conform to my world to make me happy. I am already happy, and my world is here, and it is beautiful. And as you live this, the forest will slowly move to the front, and it will be seen beyond the trees. And others can see through your eyes and then through their own that their forest is here too. The only way to truly be free is to see yourself in every moment as a facet of the one diamond, the source, the one energy, God, the creator, and to experience that moment without reaction. Nothing else will make you free. I wrote a book once called I Am Change, and I Am Coming to Help You Grow. Know that one of Mr. and Mrs. Change's vehicles for delivery of this change is called circumstances. The circumstances of life is where the war exists in this physical world of matter. It is the reaction to the circumstances that have come to help you grow that causes you what humanity has named suffering. When your reaction to the circumstances ends, the war will be over. And then and only then will you be truly free. The circumstances will never stop coming in this world of physical matter. They will come today, they will come tomorrow, and they will come the next day. They disappear in that moment when you are connected to yourself in the outer reaches of the universe, for you go to a place that is beyond where they can reach you. But when you return to the world of physical matter, they await you and greet you by saying, "Hi, how are you doing?" And then they wait for your reaction. Upon that reaction, if you find some moment of clarity and step away from it, guilt is delivered so that you blame yourself or feel bad that you reacted, which in effect is a reaction to the reaction. This is really big. And many will not be able to take it in fully into their field initially, but you will, because you came to lead the way. So know that the freedom that you truly desire is rooted in the awareness and the ability to never react again. And let that be your focus and your desire above all else in life. Every change and every circumstance and every force of nature that comes into your life is the force of love from your Creator to help you get to this place of freedom. They will move heaven and earth for you to get there. So today, we end all complaining and we end all blaming, and I mean all. Your world is here. It is in you and all around you, and it is perfect. Know this and live there. You already know what it feels like to be there, and you already know that it is real. So congratulations, you made it to the day when you heard the greatest truth that could ever be heard in this moment. And that is that your world is here. And you are now truly free to live there for eternity and beyond. Cheers to us all. We are now so far ahead. We have no idea how far ahead we are. And yet, we've only just begun, as we can now clearly see the forest for the trees. We've only just begun to live white lace and promises, a kiss for luck, and we're on our way. And yet we've just begun. Before the rising sun, we fly. So many roads to choose. We'll start out walking and learn to run. And yes, we've just begun. Sharing horizons that are new to us. Watching the signs along the way. Talking it over, just the two of us. Working together day to day. Together. And when the evening comes, we smile. So much of life ahead. We'll find a place where there's room to grow. And yes, we've just begun. And yes, we've just begun. It's all been delivered. Dance, joy, jump, celebrate, fly. Nothing is as it was before. Shape it, bend it, play with it. You are that you have sought after, You can make everything happen. You are 1,000,000,000 years old, and you can never die, and you have never been born. And all that has been created for you to play with, to experience, to feel as a part of the diamond. There's nothing to react to. You are everything, and it all belongs to you. Enjoy your life. It's perfect. It's filled with perfect health, and it's filled with magic because you put it all there. Thank you for joining me. I am David.